We'll start the meeting at 7:05. This is, oh, you didn't. It is a new one. I was looking for the old one. This is the April 19th, 2023 meeting of the Berlin Conservation Commission. This is an open session. Open session public meetings are subject to being recorded. Your voice and image will be recorded. All right. We'll start with review and approval of the minutes from the previous meeting. We have regular meeting minutes and executive session minutes. Anybody have a comment, want to make a motion?
I have a comment that I read over the minutes and not having been at the meeting, I said, oh, I can really tell what happened at the meeting. They're very clear and very well written.
Good job, Maddie.
Thank you. You can keep the job.
All right.
I moved we accept them.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, I'll ask you to vote. All those in favor?
Aye.
And that was for both.
That was for both, yep.
Oh, okay.
Excellent. No treasurer's report, I assume?
I reached out to June, and she said the January stuff is the January updates that we got were like the last ones. But if the numbers I have are right, we still have like $1,200 in our budget, so we may want to think about the project we want to do in the next 2 months before the end of the fiscal year.
Right.
So I'm hoping maybe I could at least verify that number with her if she hasn't done all of them, but.
Okay.
But with that kind of money, we could probably do like a couple bridges, or if there's.
Yeah, well, there's definitely 2 bridges that need to happen at 40 Caves.
Okay.
One kind of has always, not 40 Caves, Highland Ridge.
Highland Ridge, the new.
Okay.
Right. One we've known about all along, and one, when AJ and I were out there on Sunday doing some trail work, we were like, we should probably put a bridge here.
Okay.
The trail comes through the stone wall and then down a slope, and then there's a gully that where clearly spring runoff goes through, and then it goes straight up. And especially if horses are going to be using that trail, I'd like to have some sort of bridge there, at least.
Who usually builds them for us?
Dan usually, right?
Stimson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, it's our land, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we can.
Yeah.
So yeah, we may want to plan for that. I'll reach out to June and see if she can at least verify what.
All right,
left
and
in the
I'll reach
budget.
out to Dan.
But I think it's like $1,250 based
Okay.
on what I have,
Perfect.
which is a lot.
Yeah.
It's gonna have to be stout enough to handle the horses, right?
Yeah.
Well, all the work on a bridge has got to be volunteer. I mean, it's just the materials.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep. Awesome. And was the reimbursement, had the reimbursement been put in at the last meeting?
I don't think so.
Okay, so the reimbursement for the MVP money has been submitted, and it's scheduled to be here May 2nd.
Yep.
The day after town meeting.
And
But-
how much is that? 800,000?
Yeah.
So it's for most of the stuff, because not everything has been done and paid for yet. So it's for 860 something.
Yeah, I want to
Wow.
say 864.
864 is
I
what
can't believe we got a grant that big. That's amazing.
I know.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah, and actually, Maddie and I will. So I mean, I guess we could talk about it now because it's kind of under mail. Fred had sent an email on Monday asking if we would come and look at what was going on with CSX. And so Maddie and I and Walter went down there Monday after work, and we got talking to him. He really doesn't know much about the MVP program, and there's definitely some culverts and some small bridges in town that he would like to do some work on. So we talked to him about the MVP program, and hopefully that will be a program that they can use for stuff like that.
Do we really need to get grants for our road, like bridge projects in
Oh,
town?
do you know, bridges are wicked expensive.
Oh my God, wow.
Like wicked expensive.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
I mean, just the engineering alone. What was he saying? They had,
Oh, yeah. For, it was a pretty short bridge too.
yeah,
I don't know. It was
yeah.
pretty
They,
expensive. Just
they
to-
had to. They got some sort of grant money just for the engineering, and the
What bridges are these?
I'm trying to remember which one he was talking about specifically
Are
on.
they highway bridges?
No, road
Oh.
bridges. Like he
Trail.
definitely, no, road.
Road, okay.
Yeah, the one on South Street, he
Okay.
said needs some work.
Yeah.
There was one on Lancaster, I think. And there was one other, but I can't quite remember where. But there's a couple in town.
Yeah.
And one he said really is like a glorified culvert, but so that would also fit. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to help him and work with them on doing some of that work too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Because he'll have to come in for NOIs, right?
Yeah, we would just work with them and, yep. And then other email. So I've been, yesterday and today emailed some with, Brian, somebody from Northborough Trails, about the fire.
Mhm.
And, you know, I mean, Mother Nature's gonna take care of most of that.
That is gonna be ideal deer habitat, not happening.
Yep. But I just wanna identify if there's any place that we need to worry about erosion before the plants fill in.
Yeah, there won't be.
So he said, you know, it really was just a slow burn, mostly just leaves and pine needles. The fire department has taken down a couple of trees, I guess, that were potentially dangerous, but, so we'll go up and check it out just to have eyes on it. And he said in some places they actually widen the trail, so he's gonna go back in Northborough and bring it back in a little bit, and, so.
Okay.
But yeah, fire can be very restorative for
Yeah.
an ecosystem.
Right.
So,
Well,
but
that's-
that's the other reason I want to go up on Saturday though. I want to take some video and some pictures and kind of chart the progress.
That's a good idea.
Just, you know, to show how a forest recovers from a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
idea.
I
Yeah.
remember the neighbors, the Devines would burn their hay fields every spring
Sure.
because it would improve the crop.
Yep.
They did a lot of burning 40, 50 years ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. They did a lot of burning back in the 50s and 60s.
Right.
Just burn it all.
Yeah.
What other email?
I messed up the order of conditions for 10 Bigelow.
Oh, I did see that.
Somehow I toggled between their current filing and their old filing.
Right.
So I do have a new order of conditions for people to sign that does not include a stream crossing or
Right.
restoration for area, wetland areas. So if you guys want to sign that, that would be great. Now, can people who weren't here for the original approval, are they allowed to sign?
The approval, was it just last week, 2 weeks ago,
2
3
weeks,
weeks ago, 3 meetings ago?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yep. Because I think it was,
That was on the 5th, wasn't it? That was just the last meeting?
Yeah.
Or am I
I
thinking of
don't-
the wrong one?
yeah, I think it was the meeting before that.
I think
it was
you
the
came
meeting
in.
before
Oh, so then I
that.
wouldn't have been. for
Yeah.
that one. Okay.
But we're,
Walter, AJ, Louise, and
Okay.
you were the ones that
as
signed it.
long as
so-
there's enough of us.
My pen is not up.
Oh, so I guess we should vote on this, so, Someone make a motion to sign the corrected order of conditions for 10 Bigelow.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right.
So since we just re-voted, could I sign, I guess it doesn't matter, you don't have to sign.
I guess, yeah, technically you probably could, right?
I think so.
I picked a pen that does not work. Of course. Walter signing?
Yep.
Thank you.
I need that. You're having a rough evening. It's okay. You're amongst friends.
Oh,
Awesome, thank you. I hate weather like this. You never know if it's gonna be warm inside or cold inside.
I know, I wore a blouse to work today, and I don't know, it just looked so beautiful. Oh, I can't sign that one.
Oh, I know.
And it looked so beautiful out, and I was like, I walked out, I was like, oh, it's
Freezing,
not-
yeah. All right. You good? All right. And then the other email was from Brian asking to come in. The Highland Ridge needs an extension on their order of conditions. And his appointment is right now. So come on up.
Okay.
Can have you sign in.
Is it whatever, 3 years, they need to get renewed?
Yeah, so they actually got some extra time because it was like an extra 18 months during COVID
Oh.
when stuff was kind of
Makes
put on
sense.
hold and so I think it's this May, like 14th sticks out in my mind from from the email that I read today, but awesome.
Yeah.
So
All right.
hi.
Hi.
They sent you.
Yes, they sent me. Evidently, nobody else is around.
Okay. Do you know how long of an extension?
Looking for a year.
Okay.
We're trying to finish up by this fall. You know, everything outside, but if it goes into the next spring,
Right,
we'd like to have the time there.
right.
But
Okay, we will probably add a couple extra conditions.
Okay.
One is that I would like that pond, after everything's done and stabilized, I'd like the pond dredged one final time,
yeah, okay,
which I think makes sense.
absolutely.
And I asked Pat if there was anything he'd like to see, and he would like to see all of the open dirt hydroseeded
Okay,
now.
like,
And then,
okay.
if you wind up having to do it again, but it will stabilize everything.
So we plan on looming like in a couple weeks.
Oh, good.
So, I mean,
All right,
do you want
yeah.
to hide to see before that?
No,
or?
no, I think it makes sense, especially if it's only a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
I think looming and hydroseeding, so if this is April 19th, if we said by the end of May,
Yeah,
does that
yep.
make sense?
Yep.
And I do have another thing up there I want to talk to you about, but it's not necessarily about the,
Okay.
in conjunction with this. Does anybody have any comments or anything, questions or anything about extending the order?
No, go ahead.
You think a year will do it because I think materials and things like that have stabilized a little bit, haven't they?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, the largest part of it's already,
Yeah, I know.
seeded and grass and all that, so.
Right.
Yeah, we want to wrap it up, soon.
Just as much
Yeah.
as we want you to.
Yeah. So we're framing the last house right now, so
Yep.
we're getting there.
Yeah, we were out there on Sunday.
Yeah, we were
Oh, right,
doing
yeah.
some trail work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many units have been built so far?
Well, like I said, we're framing the last one, so that's pretty much all of them.
Oh.
They were putting
Yep.
a roof on it, so you can pretty much say they're all framed anyway, and
Right.
Pardon?
they're all framed anyway, and.
Right.
Framed
Yeah.
and sheathed, right?
Yeah.
The last one has the sheathing on it as
No,
well?
not yet. They're framing the roof. Like today, they were framing
Oh.
the roof. So
Okay,
by the end of the week, it'll be
right.
sheathed. Shingle it up. And
Yep. Start working on the inside.
yep.
All right. So, yeah, you, all right,
I've just barely started filling it out.
okay. Yeah, but, so we will email this. I guess, does somebody want to make a motion?
So I'll make a motion to extend the order of conditions for Highland Ridge for 12 months.
Yep. So
Second.
it's DEP 1070241, just so that we're
Yep.
official.
Second.
Made and seconded. Any further comments? Hearing none, I'll ask you to vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? All right,
All right.
that was easy,
That
painless
was-
for
that
all
was-
of us.
yeah.
Yeah, right, so we'll add those two conditions.
Yeah.
Now, and we will, should we send it to Alex? Should we send it to, probably
Yeah.
to Alex, right?
Alex, you said Alex, me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Send it to everybody.
Yeah, just send it
Yeah.
to everybody.
Actually, the original needs to get mailed. What's the address on file?
The address on file is 62 South Bolton Road.
Oh, no, that's, Chris Slade. It's not gonna do much good sending it to him. He probably doesn't want it. That's interesting. We'll email Alex and find out what
Okay.
address to send because the original
Yep.
needs to be filed with the Registry of Deeds,
Okay.
so. All right,
Okay. That's
awesome,
it.
excellent.
All right.
The road looked really good on Sunday.
It
We
did.
were over there
Yeah.
and I looked specifically.
You know, it's tougher than you think to keep that thing clean.
Oh my God, I understand that.
We sweep it and then they work after. You tell
Yeah.
them, you know, don't drive on the road. Oh, we won't.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, okay.
no.
You come back in the morning, it's all tracks. Oh,
Yep.
God. But we're
But it-
trying.
Yep, it looked good on Sunday.
All right.
All
All
right,
right. Thank you.
thanks,
Thank you.
Brian.
See you later.
Take care.
You too.
Oh, no. Remember I said there was one other thing? The silt fence down along the back, down by the well.
Yeah.
So one of two things has to happen. It either needs to get fixed, because it's not really doing much right now,
Yeah.
or you can take it out if you just along the front of it dig like just a little trench to catch anything.
Okay, so as it comes down the road.
Exactly,
So at the
just-
end in that corner over there.
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
Take it out, just like a 1 foot trench, you think?
yeah,
Okay.
yep.
All right.
All right,
We can do that.
all right, excellent.
All right.
Yeah, because the way it is right now, it's not doing much.
Right. Well, it's pretty much done down there anyway.
Well, exactly,
You know.
and it's pretty stabilized
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah,
so,
it is.
yep,
Yeah. Okay.
all right, awesome.
All right. Thank you.
Yeah, geez, we're gonna be out of here in record time tonight.
Don't jinx it.
I know. Someone's gonna walk in.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Walter, you have to print your name here.
Oh.
Send it back.
Do it for me, will you?
Okay, boss.
All right, so while they're signing, Maddie, do you have anything else? Or should we skip down to the garden?
Yeah, I think we can skip down to garden.
All right, you ready for the garden?
I was born ready. Ready with my phone
And
so
we
I can
need
see my
calendars, huh?
calendar.
Yep,
Yeah, I have a couple of things I'd like to mention at the end.
yep, really, the whole rest of,
I think you jinxed it.
thank
There's
you.
only one copy, right?
Yeah, so Maddie will make copies, but. All right, what are you looking for?
Well, one thing with the garden, I think those
Oh, it
plants
looked-
from.
It looked pretty good the other day. There was quite a, what was that bed of white flowers there?
Those are daffodils. Oh, yeah.
Pretty dense.
Yeah. So if we're gonna move to a, native pollinator garden, a little at a time. And I was thinking about the north end of the garden, but now I'm thinking we should start with the south end, cause there's a lot less going on there.
Right, yeah, the south end has always kind of been
Yeah.
manky.
So, around the first week of June, I think it is, the Sudbury Valley trustees' plants that we ordered are coming in.
Yep,
I've nursed some natives, and I have 15 or 20 plants now to put in, so we could have a cleanup day. We got too late to start last year, but we could have a cleanup day and maybe install a few of those natives earlier than that. I don't have a job, so. and
so you can do it
I don't even
anytime.
I don't even have any
You don't have
offers.
to wait for us.
Nobody's looking for me either.
Yeah, you can't get a job, you do too much for us for free.
So I defer to those who do.
Right, so the last frost date historically for this new area is Memorial Day. So what
Yeah.
about the mid?
These plants don't care.
Okay,
They're okay.
so my April's pretty much over
Yep,
now
yeah.
anyway. So, and Maddie, you come back on May what?
May 10th.
May 10th.
Mhm.
So let's give her
Where
a
you
little
going?
time to be
Italy.
home.
Oh, nice.
That's
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Yeah, they're taking their honeymoon.
Mhm.
So I can do Monday, May 15th, Thursday, May 18th would be kind of ideal.
So this would be
That's
to work on the garden?
already a better day for me too, so
Yeah.
Which one?
Thursday.
Thursday, the 18th?
I was just say, I can't do the 15th. I may be able to do the 18th,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I don't know if I can.
I
can
think,
look and see. And this would be a good time to mention,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think, 3 or 4 human resource hours, I don't know how to say it, person
man
hours.
hour, yeah, right, because they're not man hours anymore.
Not at all. We know who gets the work done. It's
the
more a matter
women.
of, well, when can we start? And
Right, garden.
time of day, I mean.
I can't be there before 5:30.
yeah, me neither.
Well, we can start earlier. if
You
some of
guys
us
can
Yeah,
start
go
at,
nuts.
you guys can start at noon if you'd
I was
like.
gonna say,
And
we'll
we'll be there at 5:30.
I think that's the one day of the week I don't have Grace, so.
All right,
Ann wants to help out too, so she'll be there. too.
Perfect.
She's already said that, so.
all right.
All right, so, yeah, how about
So-
5:30 or 6?
Yep, Thursday,
enough,
May
Walter?
18th.
Yeah, I can make it.
All right,
I'm a maybe, but I'll
Yeah.
try and get over there.
all
So
right.
what time?
Like 5:30.
5:30?
Yep. Oh, and Holly comes back
Oh, God, that's right.
Sunday. This Sunday?
I
Or
think it was this Sunday.
No,
She's
Or-
been gone forever.
yeah,
I think she's coming back in May.
Holly who?
N-
Oh.
yeah. I thought she said the 30th
Okay.
because I was like, oh, she'll be back before our town meeting. But she's coming back soon.
Yeah.
Town meeting's a first, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I do know she's
We
not
don't-
gonna be there the 22nd. She was coming back.
After that, yeah.
What date is this 5:30? I forgot.
May
The
18th.
18th, May
May
18th, yep.
Okay, to add to that discussion, do we want to have any supplies or wood chips or anything like that delivered in time for that work?
Only if you're gonna start at noon.
Yeah.
Well, you're the gardener, what do you think?
You know-
Do we need some?
They can.
You're our
You know
consultant.
what I would like to do is get in there and clean some of the stuff out that we're not gonna keep, the cultivars primarily. Lay down the wood chips and then we can dig through the wood chips to add the plants. If you put the plants in and then add the wood chips, if the plants are even an inch or two high, you're stepping on the new shoots and stuff.
Right, I agree.
So I really think we could, do some cleanup and wood chip it right away.
All right.
But that's something I can do without.
Just call me when you do
Yeah.
it.
What
Does,
do
does the
okay,
town still
yeah.
deliver wood chips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've already talked to Fred.
I haven't done that in years.
It's it's not for weed control, and people think it might be. It's for moisture control.
Yeah, moisture retention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you don't have the sun baking the ground.
Yep.
Nice insulation, and if it rains even a little, that whatever moisture comes through is subject to gravity, and it slowly seeps into the soil rather than
Right.
running off or whatever. So,
And also it wets the wood and
Yep,
the wood
yep,
holds
yep,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then it, capillary action moves it into the soil.
Yep.
Okay, all right.
All right. And then we have, so Louise emailed me the other day about another garden thing. We were thinking, we wanted to ask you guys how you felt about putting a little memorial plaque on the bench for Judy Christensen.
Oh, let's do it.
Yeah. Well, Judy used to go around town planting flowers, and
Mhm.
she would plant some out here at the 1870 Town Hall, and,
Which bench are we talking about?
The bench that's at our garden.
right,
Okay.
yeah.
It does mean that we'll have to keep that garden up.
Mhm.
Keep it up a little bit better than we have
Oh,
in
we
the
will be
past.
haunted?
Yes.
Yeah. So I just think it'd be very fitting to,
Yeah,
yeah.
I agree. So we will figure out how to let the do you know her daughter well enough to call her? And I'd like to have some sort of like little dedication ceremony once
Right.
the
Yeah, I could
plaque's
do
done.
that, and I could notify, contact her brother too.
Okay, all right. So when we're ready to do that, we'll let the appropriate people know
Right,
and,
yeah. Oh, and she also has a son and daughter-in-law that live in town too,
Okay.
so.
Oh,
Yep.
nice.
Yeah.
nice.
Yep.
Yeah,
We should
I'll
try and order
contact
that
them.
sooner than later since we have some money.
yeah,
Yeah, I can do it because somebody needs to give me the language they want on it.
okay,
I've used a company for plaques for American flag cases for veterans and stuff,
Yeah.
and they're very prompt.
Yeah.
couple
Do
of
we want
days.
to talk about what should be on the plaque? And
Yeah.
sure.
in memory of
Yeah, in memory of Judy Christensen, Judith,
Judith.
Judy Christensen,
Christensen,
and
right.
then maybe her birthday and death day.
Right.
How about
yeah.
something about her, her contributions to the community?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
Have any thoughts?
I didn't.
Yeah, we can think about
meant
it.
for
Yeah,
Judy.
exactly. We can think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't.
Yeah, give it to me in an email or something, or pass it around in an email, and we'll.
Mhm.
There were a lot of nice things on Facebook that maybe we could pick out some of that, like people commented on.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that's
That might
true.
be a good place to
Right.
go,
Yeah,
like, kind of piece together
Mhm.
right.
something.
Okay.
Judy and her daughters always planted the geraniums at all three of the cemeteries in town.
Oh,
Mhm.
really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, she used to
For the
do a lot
last
of
10,
daffodils
15
around
years.
town too.
Wow. Yeah.
Well, something about her contributions to the community in
Yes,
some way.
so in recognition, you could use the term in recognition
Sure.
of her contributions to the town, or
Huh, I like
Yeah.
that a lot.
Or maybe something prettier than that. That
Yeah.
means that.
something to think about it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll think about it, and
Mhm.
See
Okay.
what,
And I'll contact the family members.
okay, yep. Yeah, and we'll just do a little something, something.
We did a bench for
We will-
someone else at the library.
Cameron
Yeah, I wasn't gonna bring up the
Right.
name.
The
but-
bench there.
Yeah, and it
Oh.
was
He built it.
a little plaque.
I mean, he bought the ends and built it,
Yep.
yeah.
Well, we
Um,
put a birdhouse up for her, for Pat Rozzoni also, so, you know, if we have some money, we could do that too.
Right?
Yeah.
You have any extra birdhouses?
Yeah, what happened to the one that was there?
I don't know.
I put one up there once.
In the garden? There, I know there was one in the field.
No, it's right on the garden, right, you know, the stone wall goes down, and
Yeah.
I had it set up by the,
I don't know.
Huh,
maybe it's still there, I don't know.
We can check it out, right?
yep. But we can put another one in if you
Sure.
have some extras.
I just cut 45 kits for Gracie's school.
You're a good man.
They're not all fully machined, but all the parts are cut
Right.
to length and everything. But now it's drill a few holes.
Right.
The birds have to be able to get in somehow. I'm sure I can come up with an extra one.
Awesome. And, okay, does anybody have anything else about the garden?
Do we wanna do any edging? That's something that I've always thought of because the grass is always creeping in.
Right.
It's not perfect, but sometimes edging helps keep that out a little bit.
Yep.
I don't want to use poisons. I don't want to go through and spray.
Yeah, no,
Especially for a pollinator garden.
What kind of edging are you thinking about?
Boy, they make a 4-inch steel, but it's so doggone spendy. I don't know. The other thing would be get some rough cut lumber and dig that in.
What about the mowing there? Does the town mow?
Yeah,
over
the
there?
mower,
So we better be
that's what
careful
I'm
with that.
thinking of.
Yeah,
I trim around the beehive, but
yeah.
that's
It makes it easier to mow if you have some kind of edging.
it does.
Well, yeah, but they may not be able to get right up to the
That's
edge.
right.
And then
Oh,
it's-
no. You have it low enough so the blades can't hit it.
okay.
It doesn't need to stick out of the soil more than it's true. The key is that it goes down and keeps the roots from
the
traveling
grass, right.
horizontally. Some will still find their way, but mostly grass is pretty shallow rooted, and so it hits that and quits.
Right.
So it's something to think about. We
right.
don't have to decide
Yeah,
tonight.
we can, I think it's a great idea in general.
That'd be one long roll of edging that run in front
Right.
of that. I don't know what it
100
costs or anything.
140, I think. I know I measured it. It's over 100 feet.
Oh, yeah.
So this this steel stuff is probably more permanent, but it's about $30, I think, per 8 feet.
$30
Yeah.
acre, that's
So
all.
it would be outrageous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could just plant some stuff along the front that would just grow over the edge and then you wouldn't see the grass.
And then the mower would mow it.
Fine.
How about 2 bluebird houses for the garden instead of just wren and chickadee houses?
Yeah,
You do bluebird houses in pairs because the swallows migrate earlier and nest earlier than the bluebirds. They will occupy one house. They will not let another family of swallows occupy the other
Oh,
territory.
and so it holds
So
it.
it's open for the bluebirds when the bluebirds finally rise.
Oh, that's
Unless
cool.
the wrens get to it first.
Right,
Yeah.
which they usually do.
But anyway,
Yep.
you think we could do 2?
sure,
Do we have a source for the posts, or do we just go by that?
we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Great.
Fun street sign laying on the ground and the post gone.
Well, at least prop it up.
Right, yeah, exactly. Lean it on a rock.
Okay.
Okay,
Are you making the birdhouses?
Sure.
Okay.
excellent. Trail work report. So, I mean, we talked some about it. So I hadn't actually been out there yet. And, there's one pinch point where it's at the back of a butter downhill, their property, where their property line is, the easement, and then the well protection area. There's like 10 feet where the trail has to go. And it goes over a stone wall, and there's already been an opening there. But when we were walking over there, and Dan was further ahead, and when he came back, I was like, really? Really? This is what we're doing? Because so you go over the stone wall, there's a bunch of rocks right there also, but it's like that wide, and then it like goes, it's that area where it goes straight down into the gully and then straight up again. So I would like to talk to Holly more about that.
I was gonna say, I thought all this was nailed down.
Right, it just, in my opinion, I wouldn't want to ride a horse through that.
Well, you may have to walk the horse through, but I think it's just too narrow. I don't
Right.
know.
Well, so it's the opening is right at the corner of the property line, and I think we could take like 2 or 3 rocks off going the other way, and widen it a little. But other than that, we had a great time. I got a little poison ivy. Right there, and I think right here because I keep scratching that. But yeah, I'm doing yard work and I got all kinds of cuts and yeah, right.
When I was a kid, I was bedridden with poison ivy. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And I took a series of shots, and you can't get them anymore. So must have been something in the shots that make it a little weird.
Yeah.
So I always
That
thought
explains a
that
lot.
might be it, but they outlawed them. You can't get them, but I can eat the stuff. I pull it up by hand and everything.
I know. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because I saw some on the trail, and I said to AJ, I'm like, "Is it you or Walter that's not allergic to poison ivy?" And he's like, "Well, it must be Walter."
I had the shots too, and I still get it when I was a kid. But
Really?
I got days off school because my eyes swelled shut.
Wow. From the shots
No,
or
no,
from
from the
poison
poison
ivy?
ivy. I got it
Well,
real
now they
bad.
just pump you up with steroids and
Yeah.
send you on your way.
Have you ever heard of the oral ivy?
No.
So it's like, you just mix a couple little droplets into like a couple teaspoons of water and drink it like every day.
Oh, yeah?
Like all our climbers swear by it,
Really?
and they have to climb up trees that are covered in
Yeah.
poison ivy
Right.
and stuff. But it's just essentially the whatever toxin, I can't think of it. Aerosol.
Urusol, yeah.
Yeah, that you just ingest, and apparently,
Absolutely not.
yeah, disturbing. Yep.
But it's the same theory as eating local honey.
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Exactly.
But or snake bites.
Yeah.
You know.
Anti-venom.
I can do, but
Yeah, right.
Snake, I haven't eaten snake.
Yep.
Have you ever eaten? I've never eaten snake.
Snake?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've never had
No,
it.
I ate a lot of eels.
Somebody told me it tastes
I do
like bald
too
eagle.
in sushi form.
What's that?
Somebody told me snake tastes a lot like bald eagle.
Yeah, and swatted owl too.
But
We
no-
better move on.
Yeah, right. Exactly. Okay. Earth Day update.
Okay, things are pretty well set up, all right. I guess there are gonna be 3 cruisers out. One of them is going to be assigned to Central Street, and they'll stay with the crew that you put together,
If we get a crew,
right?
yeah. So maybe I should. I talked to Carolyn about that. Let me outline that a little bit. So I sent out some feelers trying to recruit some people who are not doddering old fools like me, who are fairly nimble, because on one side of the road it's very steep down, on the other side of the road it's a ledge. But the idea is to have one person coordinating the group, and the patrol car. I talked to Sergeant Goody this morning, and he said, I think that'll work out.
Yeah,
So they will send the overtime officer over at 9 o'clock or before 9 o'clock to work this out. But if we can get 6 or 8 people on a crew, with the cruiser accompanying them, we think it'll be okay to do some cleanup on that section of
Right.
road. We've got, Louise got permission for us to park at Berlin Farm.
Berlin Farm, Jennifer
Yeah.
Sarmek said,
Yeah.
sure, that,
So-
you know, there's,
Awesome.
right.
Yeah.
You know, I think the highway department could, because it's a town of thing, they could
Mm.
put out men working in the road signs.
Yeah, but they're gonna be on the other end of town, on
Yeah,
the
but
other
they
end
could
of,
put-
yeah.
But no, but they
Yeah.
could put signs
Yeah.
out
Yeah, yeah.
on Central Street.
Yeah, maybe that early that morning.
Yeah, right.
But I really think it'll be
Right.
helpful to have the police car
Mhm, right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
close at hand.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, he said they would stay with the people,
Mm.
right. Lisa Mayer is donating a first aid kit for the, you know, for the Earth Day.
Okay.
She's gonna be there part of the time. Robin's gonna be working at the table also, so we're pretty
Cool.
well covered there.
Okay, good.
There was one other thing. I was gonna get some donuts, you know, and general stores providing coffee and stuff, so we could have those at the table and people could come and, you know, we could have the highway department, police department stop for coffee or whatever,
Awesome.
you know, right, so I'm trying to think of what else.
Is the meeting point here this year?
Hmm?
Is the meeting point here, or is it still over at the?
It's at
Bridge
Five
Realty.
Corners,
Bridge Real-
yeah,
okay.
the Realty office. The general store is also providing gift certificates of $5 for any child that picks up trash. So that's pretty great, yeah. I think we're pretty well set,
Awesome.
yeah.
Excellent. And so, and the highway department's picking up the trash bags?
They won't
The
pick up
bags?
any trash, well, they'll pick up the yellow bags.
That's what I mean, yeah.
Right. We haven't, neither one of us have talked to them about.
I talked to him about the
About the
Lowe's,
paper bags?
the paper bags.
Okay, and they will do
Yeah,
that
yeah, I said,
also.
yeah, it's not
Right,
a big,
yeah.
same thing, just.
Okay,
Mhm.
awesome.
What time should I be here to meet you?
We're gonna be
Or
there,
Bridge, at Bridge,
8:30,
8:30?
yeah, at least 8:30.
Mhm.
Are you're gonna drop off the tables, or,
I'll bring it with me when I come over.
okay, so
I'll pick it up Friday, I think, and just leave it in my
Yeah.
truck.
Okay, I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
And you've got the bags already with you. They're not here in the building, right?
There are a few in the building.
There's some downstairs, yeah.
There's a few in the closet.
I have a full box at my house.
Okay.
There's a full box there?
Fred gave me a box when
Oh,
I was
okay.
over to see him. He
All
said,
right, and
uh,
there's some at the transfer station.
mhm.
Right.
There's some, and there'll be some at the Five Corners at the Realty office.
Okay.
I think there are 2 boxes up.
I'll grab some out of the closet here.
There's just there's a thin yellow bag, and there's some of the heavier yellow bags inside.
Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I always have a handful of them in my car, and I gave
Mhm.
them to my neighbor the other
Right.
day. So hopefully they will do some of Gates Pond Road at least.
Mm-hmm,
Um,
okay. Oh,
I
and,
did email them, by the way.
yeah,
Okay.
Highland Liquors is donating $500 to Berlin Memorial School for Nature's Classroom.
Right, for a scholarship for
Mhm.
Nature's Classroom this
Mhm.
year. Nice.
Yeah, yeah.
Excellent. Well, you guys have done an amazing job,
Well,
and if you don't get volunteers for 62, let me know. And are you coming to
Yep.
do trash? Is
Yep.
Mike coming also?
I might be able to rope him into it.
Okay.
It's a maybe though.
So there'll be 3 people out
Yeah.
there anyway.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Mike and Maddie, who else?
Me.
Hey. I even have a fancy trash picker upper.
I've got 3 of them, and that I bring every year, and just they always come back home.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, and there's 2 or 3 in the
Right.
attic at
Yeah.
So
Have you been able to find the vest?
there's some up there. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I know I've got one in my truck.
I do have some orange vests.
Yeah, it'd be
I
nice.
might be able to get some high vis for baby as well. I just
Oh.
gotta ask them if they're
Borrow them
okay
for
with-
the weekend,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I have one that
Mhm.
lives in my car
Yeah,
for
same here.
site walks and stuff, so,
Okay,
excellent.
okay, and we can send some people down there too. you
Yeah,
know.
and do we know what the weather's supposed to be?
Wow.
It's supposed to be nice
I think it's
Saturday.
supposed to
Is
be
it?
in the
warmer.
70s.
Yeah,
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Is it that one?
yeah.
I think so.
I think like 74.
I'd just take the day off. Wait.
This says 63, it says
Yeah.
Friday
Oh.
70.
So
But you
maybe you
never
need
know.
an updated phone.
Maybe. Need to update my internet. All right, so that's good.
Oh, did the fire department donate a first aid kit?
No,
No.
Lisa Mayer is
Oh,
going
okay.
to, yeah.
Yeah, they would have, but they didn't have a kit, but they would have provided, and I guess she was talking to them and she said, oh, I'll get one.
Okay.
And she's gonna
Cool.
drop it off at my house tomorrow. so
Awesome.
Mhm.
And then we'll just have it
Right.
for
Mhm.
next year or whatever.
Exactly, yeah. So can we use any conservation money to buy supplies at all, or, you know, like, to buy more vests, for example, or?
I would imagine. Well, I think so.
What, like what supplies, Louise?
Well, but more vests, more,
Yeah.
you know, the sticks and things like that. If, say, the general store wasn't willing to donate the coffee, we'd have to go, you know, it'd be nice to have something there for people.
Right.
Is there a cooler for water?
I think we should encourage people to bring their own
Yeah.
reusable
Right, yeah.
bottles.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
It's just a matter of being able to fill them.
Right.
yeah, okay.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
Does the town have a big Gatorade,
Oh,
like
gosh.
one of those big Gatorade jugs?
But-
I bet the rec department does.
Yeah. Might be
yeah,
able to
well, there was.
There's some
one, but I-
assumed responsibility. You have
Yeah, I
to trust
agree.
people
Oh,
will bring
okay,
their own.
We'll
Yep.
forget that,
Right. Bring your own gloves.
right.
Bring your own water.
And I have 24 pairs of gloves.
Mhm.
I haven't brought them over there yet, but I'll bring them on
Right,
Saturday.
Yeah,
To-
and we
Why do
certainly
you
don't
have 2
provide
dozen pair
bottled
of gloves?
water.
I got them for this.
Oh.
Right, anyway, I was
I'm
just
donating.
asking.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think from a legal standpoint, we can use money from our budget.
Mhm. Okay.
Should we decide to vote to spend money that way?
Mhm.
Yep.
I
Okay,
think the picker-upper thing's the best investment.
Yeah.
okay, I did have one more thing.
Okay.
I, sat in on the zoning board meeting, and they had 3 people come in. They granted 100 Carter their site plan approval and all of that.
Awesome.
Was it, Mike Girardi of 275 Central Street? He did he called it a land swap. He purchased land from the garage, you know, the gas station.
From the gas station, yep.
And sold them some land because what he bought from the gas station, it was, with their green area.
Mhm.
So he gave them land so that they would
So they
maintain-
did sort that out. Good,
Right.
good.
And Ken Bigelow came in, but they asked for an extension because I guess she had been sick, so she couldn't get anything done, but,
Okay. Awesome.
And
Well,
they
thank
were-
you.
yeah, they were very happy with the letter from the conservation, you know, that, you know, the groups worked together.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, it works out nice. Lynn and Sue often attend the planning board meeting
Mhm.
also,
Right,
because we meet on Zoom, so that's easier.
right, yeah. Do
Yep.
you include her, we probably should include Lynn on the, you know, the agenda, or the.
Oh, yeah, when you email that out.
Oh, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Because she will come if she's available and, you know, and, you know, she likes to work with the other boards.
Yep. Yeah, it's always good to
Mm-hmm.
just know what else is going on in case there's something
Right,
that
mhm,
is of interest.
right.
Awesome. All right,
Okay, I
is
think
that it?
the
You
time's
good?
up.
No,
Yeah.
do you have anything else?
No.
Okay.
yep, I can think of.
You're good?
Oh, I saw some dirt bike tracks up on top of Mount Pisgah.
Yeah, probably from the firefighters. No?
I don't think so.
Hmm. All right. And anybody have anything else? If not, I will take a motion.
Oh, you
Oh.
didn't talk about the Mount Pisgah fire.
Well, we kind of did earlier.
Okay.
That's why I didn't again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Maddie and I are gonna go up, take some pictures, look around, try to document the recovery, and see if there's anything that we think needs attention. Otherwise, we're just gonna let Mother Nature do her thing.
How are you gonna get in there? Gonna walk up the hillside?
Yeah,
Or
I
you gonna
think.
come in up top?
No, I think we're gonna come in from Lyman. Right, because it's more down that end
Yeah.
anyway,
Mhm.
right? Yeah. Yeah.
Motion? I will make a motion to end the meeting at 7:56 PM.
Woohoo!
Second.
It's non-debatable. All
first.
those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right.